guaranteed to laugh your problems of 2020 away. Hi guys, it's me, Mr. X.
Yo.
I hope you guys are ready for the festive season because I am. And if you are ready, I'm gonna give you the horns up. Today we're doing it a bit different. So the review is about a whole genre of film, which is animation. Stick around until the end of this video because it's full of amazing content.
Okay, let's do this.
I'm also gonna tell you which of the animation films is my favorite. Mnet Movies 1 is hosting its popular animation festival called Animania. And we are gonna be diving into a lot of animation films.
Good news!
When I was a kid, my peers used to tell me that animation is little cartoons made for kids. But I can tell you right now that those same people are loving animation because it's more than that. Animation is a unique genre that appeals to both the old and the young people. Hollywood Reporter and Business Insider have both listed 50 feature films that are the best in the world, and there's a lot of animation on the list. With that said, let's investigate animation and take it back to the beginning of time. It's very difficult to point out the first animation because there was a lot of experimenting at the time. But if we were to narrow it down and talk about the commercial feature films, the first animation feature will be El Apostol. It was released in 1917 in South American theaters, and the duration of the film was 70 minutes at 14 frames per second. And we all know that most movies are at 25 frames per second, 24 and 30 frames per second. According to those who saw it, the political satire was good, which means that the first animation feature was targeted at adults, but no one can confirm that because that feature film was lost in a house fire. And that makes the 1937 release of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs the first animation feature because that feature was never lost. This animation feature was hand-drawn, which means when you're watching Snow White, you are watching hundreds of thousands of drawings. 250,000 drawings done by 750 artists, to be exact. Nowadays, most animation is CGI. And although Walt Disney was the king of animation, the first CGI animation was not a Disney film. It was actually by Pixar. Can you guess what feature film that was? Okay, I'm gonna give you a second to guess.
Help me out here, come on.
Oh, sorry, Ducky, I'm not a mind reader, you know.
What's not to understand?
Okay, it feels like you're taking too long now. So I'm gonna give you the answer.
You make me say it?
What?
The film was Toy Story in 1995. Toy Story became so successful that it's still booming right now.
Good work.
And we have that on the Animania Festival with all your favorite characters, Woody, Buzz, and Jessie.
You all right, Woody? I'm sure she'll pick you next time. Oh, come on. I'm fine. No problem.
Hey, Woody, here.
Oh, thanks, Jesse. We're here for you, buddy.
They also meet new toy friends on a road trip.
Antique store, here we come.
Oh, why do you ride around in a skunk? Oh, I get it. Smart.
Keegan-Michael Key and Keanu Reeves are amongst the stars that lend their voices to the characters in Toy Story 4.
Be who I am right now.
I'll help you. With my foot!
Get him. Oh.
Animations bring a lot of profit to studios. If an animation is successful, you are guaranteed to get a sequel or a spin-off of that animation.
Voila!
Despicable Me is a perfect example of this. Even the Minions got their own spin-off.
You know this guy?
Yes, he's one of my minions.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should have known.
So if you haven't watched or you don't know the Minions yet, you should watch Despicable Me 1 and Despicable Me 2. Studios are going a step further with remakes of classic animations like The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. One of the films that puts a spin on this narrative is Dr. Seuss's The Grinch, released in 2018. The Grinch was originally a live-action starring Jim Carrey, but it was recently remade as an animation voiced by Benedict Cumberbatch as the voice of the grumpy fairy guy. This gives us a new look on the Christmas classic, and we get to see a new world.
Time to make Wonderland real.
The story and message in Wonder Park is that if you can imagine it, it can be true. And isn't that what animation is all about?
Thank you, whoever you are, wherever you come from.
There's a psychological reason why animation is important in society.
This planet is inhabited, but do not worry. The native savages are simple and backwards.
Oh, they are so ugly. They are cute.
Animation allows you to introduce new characters, like an alien in Home, or all the pets in The Secret Life of Pets.
We start fires.
These are not actors, but depictions, which makes it easier for the wider audience to relate to those characters.
This is so sweet.
Yeah, they're good. Holy cheese and crackers, what is that? Myron Horn!
Obviously, sometimes the real character of a person comes out in that depicted character.
Good morning, New York City!
For example, Kevin Hart's character comes out in Snowball in The Secret Life of Pets. What happens with Snowball is that sometimes you see the funny elements that Kevin Hart always brings out.
Point me in the direction of any animal who needs my help and stand back!
Which is all about cowardness, acting powerful, and that comes out in Snowball in The Secret Life of Pets 2.
This is home base to all units. The package has left the building. Does anyone have eyes on him?
When it comes to Home, released in 2015, I realized that the casting was done so amazingly.
You sent directions to everyone?
What? It is not my fault.
You can hear the voice and the character of Jim Parsons because we know him from Big Bang Theory, and he always has these awkward talking moments, and that means he's fitting for the booth. Oh.
Why put send button right next to send all? This is just bad design.
My favorite animation from this festival is Home because it's all about diversity and accepting other people's differences.
Here I go, feel better now, feel better now. Here we go, here we go. It's better now, feel better now.
Another animation that was done so amazingly is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What they do with this one is that they show you that anyone can be a superhero.
Wait. How could there be two Spider-Men? There can't be two Spider-Men. Can there?
Animation has earned a lot of respect as a film form, with some movies mixing styles and techniques to form new masterpieces. And this film is one of those. What they do so well in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is that they bring you different kinds of Spider-Mans. There's the Spider-Man from Japan who has the more advanced technology with a robot and all that. And we have the pig Spider-Man and the film noir Spider-Man. The film noir Spider-Man is the black and white one, so that means he comes from the past. Miles tells us that everyone can wear the mask. But what he does so well is that he brings his culture into the new Spider-Man.
Está nenito, dale.
Prepárate a morir.
The filmmakers have fused the original printings of the 1960s Spider-Man with the cutting-edge CGI technology to create a new, unique style. They added real comic elements like...
Can they hear my thoughts? Why are all my thoughts so loud?
Line work, graphic elements, penalization, and half-tone dots. They've put a lot of comic elements into the film, which means that you see the pulse, the boom, and the action sounds that were on the comics.
Everyone knows. Everyone knows.
It took over 30 artists from around the world to make, and the style was so complex and groundbreaking, which means it took them a whole week to create 1 second of this animation. That is one amazing fun fact for you guys.
Miles, you gotta unstick. What do you do to relax? Relax.
Needless to say,
Oh, for crying out loud.
Whether you are an adult, a kid, an adult with a kid, a couple of bros, or whatever you are, I can say right now that you are gonna enjoy the Animania Festival on Mnet Movies 1.
You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life.
Huh? What?
Oh, yeah.
When you watch the festival, I promise you, you are gonna fall in love with animation. And when you do, remember these words from Walt Disney. I only hope that we never lose sight of one thing, that it was all started by a mouse. If you have any specific TV show or film on DStv that you would want me to review, please remember to drop me a comment and I'll make sure that we review it. And also, subscribe to the DStv YouTube channel to see more cool videos like this one. They are also available on Catch Up on Your Explorer and also on the DStv app. If you don't have the app, please remember to click on the link under the description to download it.
Thanks for coming out. You're a great-looking group.
This is Mr. X saying happy holidays to you guys.